Do you know when God speaks to you? Do you know how God speaks to you? Do you know when God is using signs to speak to you? Do you know when God is using actions to speak to you? Do you know when God is using His word to speak to you? Do you know when God is using someone's correction to speak to you? Do you know how God speaks to you? Can you even discover when God is the one talking? Can you differentiate God's voice from other people's voice, even from your inner voice? Can you differentiate it? Hi friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Best Talks. Yes, and in our last video we actually talked about life purpose. What is life purpose? And we say life purpose is the engine factor that continually to breathe value in a man's existence. So in today's video actually we are going to talk about step in finding out your purpose. Step to find your purpose. There are different steps one actually follow whenever he's discovering or finding out his purpose. But for this video, we are actually going to focus on just few steps in finding out your purpose. So the first step to find your purpose, the first step to discover your purpose is to define yourself. So to define yourself is to get to know more about yourself. Get to know the skill, the gift, the talent, your professions. You put them down, you write them down. Every single thing that you've been doing, whether they are necessary to you or not, just put everything that you've discovered about yourself down. Write them down. Your skill, even though they are more than 5, write them down. Your talent, even though they are more than 10, write them down. Your profession, wherever that you know that you have been involving yourself in, just put all of them down when you're actually defining yourself. So the second step when you want to find out your purpose is to find out the joy among the listed items you have, among your gift, your skill, your talent, your profession. Which of them give you more joy? So this second step is actually very important. You know one amazing thing about purpose? Purpose births peace. Yes, purpose births peace. So among everything you've listed, there was one that gives you more peace. Yeah, there's one that gives you more joy. You are so happy whenever you are involving yourself in this particular skill, particular talent, particular profession. You just feel excited. Yes, just start writing down from the one that gives you more joy down to the list of it all. Don't minus anyone. Just write them down in priority. The first one that gives you more joy, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one, as much as you can discover. So write them down. So the third step now in finding out your purpose, the third step in finding out your purpose is for you to find out what people are saying about you. Yeah. Definitely you are around some set of persons and you're around people and they've seen one or two things that maybe you've not really seen, or maybe you just do it naturally. You just like talking, just like advising people, and people take it to heart. And I believe that whenever they meet you, they just get this clear understanding about this stuff and they just believe you should be a counselor. And yet you're just taking it just for the fun. God has blessed me with a word of knowledge, so let me just, yes, it's for the fun, but actually you don't know it might be your purpose. So find out what people are saying about you. Find out, ask your friends, ask your family members, ask people around you, send them a message. Who do you see me as? What do you see me doing? What are the things you feel like I'm so good at? Definitely they have one or two things to say about you. So find out from other people. Now the fourth step when you want to find your purpose is finding out what God is saying about you. What God is saying about you is very, very important. This is the most important one among them all. If you can't hear what God is saying about you, then I don't think you are actually going to move on a clear direction about your life. Yeah. So finding out what God is saying about you is very important because God is the one that created you first of all. So He knows what He put in you. He knows your ending from your beginning. So He knows what you are going to become. So find out from God. So when you define yourself, when you discover yourself, and you've listed out the one that give you more joy, give you more peace, and you've asked a friend and they've listed some of them out, and maybe one or two is actually throwing themselves back to the ones you've listed, go and ask God, God, who do you see me as? What do you want me to become? What is my purpose in life? God has something to say. So now this is a question to you. Now that you're asking God that what is your life purpose, the question is, do you know when God speaks to you? Do you know how God speaks to you? So do you know when God is using signs to speak to you? Do you know when God is using actions to speak to you? Do you know when God is using His word to speak to you? Do you know when God is using someone's correction to speak to you? Do you know how God speaks to you? Can you even discover when God is the one talking? Can you differentiate God's voice from other people's voice, even from your inner voice? Can you differentiate it? Definitely, if you know how God speaks to you, it's an advantage when you are asking Him about your life purpose. You're going to know what He's saying and what He means about it. This is just the first step in finding out your purpose, or when you want to find out your purpose. There are other steps, but I assure you that when you follow this first step, definitely you are actually going to discover or find out your purpose. Let us just say this declaration together. Place your hands in your chest as you say this declaration with me. I have a purpose. I discover the value in me, I nurture the value in me, and I live out the value in me. Amen. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. You can like, you can subscribe, and you can share this video to your friends as much as possible. Thumbs up.